Hi, Mrs. Novello in the Expressive Arts Room, and today we're going to be mixing tints and shades using tempera paint and the value scale. So the materials you need today are newspaper. This is going to be your base and also your mixing palette. You'll need a palette with the colors that you're going to be using. I like to have a damp sponge and some water, and of course a paintbrush. Alright, so with your value scale, today we're going to be identifying 5 different values of our color. And just for vocabulary, hue is the pure color, which we're using red. And when we add, or when we mix tints, we're adding white to the red. And when we're mixing shades, we're adding red to the black. Just a note that you always want to add the lightest color first so that you get the proper blend. Alright, so I've identified 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to start with my lowest value. So going with the concept of adding your lightest color first, I'm going to take white and add it to my newspaper. And then I'm going to add just a little bit of red. And I want to thoroughly mix this so that there aren't any streaks. Once I get that low value, I'm going to go ahead and carefully paint it within the section. Now when you're painting sections, I want you to get familiar with the brush and do your best to stay inside the lines so it's not fuzzy. So to do this, and you're first getting used to your brush, I want you to outline your section carefully and then fill in your section. All right. Okay. So to get your next darkest value, you'd simply add a little bit more red to this mixture, and you can see that it's getting a little bit darker. It's still not pure color, but it is a darker tint. So when I fill in these lines, again, I want to outline the section, and this might mean if you're using very small sections, you're going to need smaller brushes, so there'll be a variety at your desk. Oh, went outside the lines there. That's okay. Just keep on trying and fill that in with your paint. So you can see the graduation between the tints. They're slowly getting darker. Okay. So once that's done, I'm ready for my hue, my pure color, which is 3. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and wash my brush because it has white on it. I'm going to use my sponge and just kind of dry that off. And then I can get the pure color and fill in value number 3. Alright, so once I'm done with that section, now it's time for my shade. So we are going to put red on our palette. And now I want to add a little bit of black to it. Now remember, I slowly want to get darker, so I don't want to put too much black. So I'm just going to dip the tip of my brush, swirl it around. I don't want any streaks. Okay, really blend it in. You can see it's getting darker. And that is my 4. It's kind of like a burgundy color. And my final value is adding even more black, mixing that in. You really want to see a difference, so make sure that you get both sides of the brush, the paint on it, so that it blends really well. If you want just a little bit more, you can. You'll have to just assess as you go to see what the color looks like. Okay, filling in that section, and there you have it. All right. So when you're done with that, you'll identify 5 values within your bubble chart. You'll paint those, and then we'll begin painting our portrait. Thanks.